moja crvena, neubrana ljubavi. Još si Bog jedina, suza moje mladosti. Recite joj da bez nje nestale su sve tajne ljubavi, sve tuge radosti, i da je volim još i ne mogu bez nje, bez ruže crvene. Recite joj da bez nje nestale su sve tajne ljubavi, sve tuge radosti, i da je volim još i ne mogu bez nje, bez ruže crvene. Snimaj ovo. Nije ruža, ali prošla je već godina, neubrana ljubavi. Još si Bog jedina, suza moje mladosti. Recite joj da bez nje nestale su sve tajne ljubavi, sve tuge radosti, i da je volim još i ne mogu bez nje, bez ruže crvene. Recite joj da bez nje nestale su sve tajne ljubavi, sve tuge radosti, i da je volim još i ne mogu bez nje, bez ruže crvene. I da je volim još i ne mogu bez nje, bez ruže crvene.
These young people will have another chance to see what tourism means, really because of you. You know, when I plan the route, I plan it, but at the end, it all depends on the locals, how much they want to be involved. Vishnya said, I will make them interested in the event. She did more than that. When the other islands heard what she is doing for us, they kept calling me, look, we want also that you come and we shall try to do something as well. So you see how the word is spread. And I think that the success of the whole trip depends on the involvement of many stakeholders. But you will judge at the end of the trip whose involvement was best. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please be welcome here. I have nothing to say more about myself, but I'm a very humble host here for you, and nothing of the very praises that I have heard. So let's be friends here this day that we are together. I started, of course, as a student, as a guide, and I passed all of the services in tourism, and I'm now back again, very happy guide to help you to get to know Maslinica and to love Šolta as much as I love it. When I fell in love with it at first sight, but it's growing all the time, every day, because it's wonderful and it's developing, I think, in the right way. It's very small, it's very, I would say, undeveloped, but not in a bad word of the sense.
Not commercialized.
Not commercialized, and you'll feel it for yourself. The people are simple, maybe they will not speak very good foreign languages, but they'll be very open-minded, very open-hearted, and I hope you'll have very nice time with us. So for the first thing to get an idea where we are, and we'll let you walk on yourself, or as you like, for 20 minutes on the way to this Dvorac Martinis Marki, and where we'll meet on the steps there at 4 o'clock, please.
4 o'clock, please.
At the steps.
All at the steps of this beautiful building, Martinis Marki.
Samo čekam da dođeš mi, a kad mi dođeš ti i osmijeh radiš ti, sva patnja i bol života mog će proć u noćima bez sna. Ja tebe dozivam da dođeš mi ti, kao svi počnemo mirno živjeti. Nema kraja, a tebe sanjam i samo čekam da dođeš mi, a kad mi dođeš ti i osmijeh vratiš mi, sva patnja i bol života mog će proć u noćima bez sna. Ja tebe dozivam kad dođeš mi ti i kao svi počnemo mirno živjeti. Tvoj grad nema kraja, a dušu tebe sanjam i samo čekam da dođeš mi, a kad mi dođeš ti i osmijeh vratiš mi, sva patnja i bol života mog će proć u noćima bez sna. Ja tebe dozivam da dođeš mi ti i kao svi počnemo
Marina, sorry.
I'm representing this company, Martinis Marquis, Hotel, Restaurant and Marina. And you are standing in front of 300 years old castle, which was built at the beginning of the 18th century. And now it's a luxury heritage hotel with only 7 suites, including restaurant a la carte and new refurbished marina, which was built 4 years ago. And what else to tell you? We are working seasonally, and we hope in the future that whole island will work all year, but now it's not really possible. We have to develop the island so much to work, to improve everything, so we are now standing only for the season from the April until the October. And for you are for the tourism university. And there is a lot of work because we are working here on the island, which is not so famous like other islands near here, such as Hvar, Vis and other islands, but this is the closest island to Split, the main time, only half an hour with the speedboat. And we have a lot of work for the future time, to create a better offer which will be interesting to our clients, because when you are coming to Šolta, you have to come because of Šolta, not you are coming here last minute, for example. And this new marina with 50 berths, with nautical tourism, it is growing and it saved the island. And during this seasonal few months, only more than 5,000 people are passing by through this area. So they are not visiting all island, but it means a lot to this small island and people who are living here during the winter time. Is there any question?
How do you market it if it's unfamiliar? What do you say to the people in order to convince them to come?
Because there is no such a facilities like disco clubs and gambling and everything, so it's not too attractive to young people. It's only attractive to those who want to rest in peace here. It's not rest in peace. Who wants to spend the time without big cities and the crowd and still feel the nature, real nature. This is the only hotel on the island. So,
only one, huh?
Yes, the only one hotel. And all others are private accommodation and villas.
May I just say that we are very grateful that this establishment is upgrading our village and upgrading Šolta. They brought us a lot of knowledge how to make the things better, how to make quality, the importance of quality, and it is really a great change since they started this nice arrangement from the hotel to the parks around and to Marina. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
How do people make a living off-season?
Off-season. Only small number of people are living here, working on their olive and vineyards, and even few cafe bars. Restaurants are closed, and markets. But most of the people are going to Split to work, and some of us we are coming to Šolta to work here, because during the winter time, if we are not open for the guests, we have to do some refurbishments and keep it in condition, because it's close to the sea, so you have to work.
Maintenance.
Yes, maintenance.
What will you do to extend the season?
Hard work. Hard work.
But what can you do?
Those small domestic houses like wine producers, honey producers, olive producers coming to pick olives in.
We are, for the beginning, only association of those who would like to extend the season, have the 4 main seasons, because there is a possibility only we have to work, as Tihana said, we have to work on it. But of course, internet, tour operators, and a little bit of participating in fairs, but through the bigger organization, which is the organization Hrvatska turistička zajednica.
Is going to follow the whole way through. The program has been carefully planned, and I hope that weather and God will be on our side, and that we shall be able to finish all the program as planned. So let me first say a few words of thanks to all the partner institutions who are with me for all these years. First of all, I would say thank you to the Munich University of Applied Sciences Department of Tourism, who have been part of ITAS from 2005. Thank you. I have to thank this to my dear friend Patricia East first. Patricia East is the only participant that from faculties abroad that participated on all ITASs. And she really deserves my special thanks and gratitude. Patricia retired from the Department of Tourism from the Munich University of Applied Sciences, but she made a good care of preparing accessors who would continue to pay devotion, so to say, to the program. And here with us today are two professors that really work hard that this program goes further. First of all, my dear friend Burkhard von Treiber. And I hope Ralph Bertenbreiter won't be wrong. To mention him as the last from the group. But you know, when you say the last, it means that he is in your heart as well. So, Burkhard, Ralph, you really are. You and Burkhard have done tremendous job for the success of ITAS on the Department of Tourism in Munich. And especially I'm very proud whenever I visit International Tourism Fair in Berlin, there is a sign of ITAS. So thank you for that as well. Then we have a partner institution that comes from very far. They have been part of the program in 2006 and then for many years, but couldn't make it in the last 3 years, but they are back now again with us. Brock University from Canada. And all my thanks for this success go to Professor David Fennell. Thank you, David. Thank you for persuading your dean and director and anybody who was all those there in Canada to allow your students to be part of this great program. Again, I'm saying great program because these are your words. Okay, thank you, David. Then we have somebody who came to a conference in Corfu and heard about the program and spread the word to his colleague that was my colleague from many years in the past. We know each other, but we didn't have chance to talk about ITAS. But this colleague who met me in Corfu said this to Eli, said this to Joel. Joel came to a conference in Croatia, and suddenly you know how networking in tourism is doing dealings with the things. So soon after, we came to the conclusion that University of Haifa should be part of the program. Thank you, George. Thank you, Ellie, for bringing your students now back to Croatia, and I'm sure that you will be a regular partner for many years to come. Then we have somebody who is devoted to the program, but could not be part from the very beginning, and arranged that Oman is still present on ITAS. Professor Heba Aziz from the German University of Technology in Muscat in Oman had twice group of students in Croatia, and they liked it, everything was okay, but they don't have the program running now. They just have started, so they don't have a student. But since Professor Heba Aziz is working closely also with the Ministry of Tourism in Oman, she made sure that we have representatives from Oman. And the high authorities, actually, they all come from the Ministry of Tourism of Oman. Please raise up. Thank you. And I'm sure you will be a great asset to the program, because we would like to hear how tourism is developing in Oman, but also what is very important to mention, that these young people, they're working in tourism, but they still don't think they have learned everything. So they wanted to be a part of the education. So this is important message for you too. Once you start your own business or you work anywhere in tourism, don't ever forget that you have to invest in yourself. You have to learn and learn and learn to be better and better and better. You never stop investing in your knowledge. This is so important, and you are the best proof of that. Thank you very much. Besides, just to mention that Professor Heba Aziz will join us on Thursday, and she will stay until Saturday, so you will be able to meet her. Besides these professors that you have now heard of from the universities they come from, are very distinguished professors. There are some very distinguished professors among us that are eager to deliver, to transfer their experience, knowledge, and whatever they envision it's necessary to young people who study tourism are also with us today. I don't know with whom to start first, but I think I will start with somebody who was part of very first ITAS and came from down under, and you know where down under is. So it's my dear friend Charles Arcodia. I must say that Charles pays for the trip to come and teach at the program. It means a lot to me because the funds for the program are not enormous, actually are very limited. Every year, you know the situation at the universities, they cut budgets all the time. But I am honestly so grateful to you, Charles, that you regularly come and you give lectures to our students, and I'm sure you will like his lectures very much. But he also needs right hand, and he got it in a wonderful lady here with us, Margarita Abranovai from Portugal, who is studying for a PhD in Australia, Griffith University?
UQ.
University of Queensland. Okay. And I'm sure that she will be a great scholar, and she is at the end, almost at the end of her PhD studies. So she will deliver the lecture together with Professor Charles Sarkodia. And then I move to this side, looking at somebody who joined ITAS in 2007 on the river Danube. He wasn't faithful to me all the time, as you can see, because he had some other adorations. He is very, very important person in the field of tourism. Everybody wants him. So he traveled a lot, but he's back again in Croatia and also paying for the trip. So I'm very grateful to Professor Larry Dwyer from the Larry used to be the president of the International Academy for the Study of Tourism. Are you now the president of the board?
Yes,
Of
board
the
chair.
International Academy for the Study of Tourism, and he is the most quoted, cited author in the field of tourism in Australia. So I'm sure you will have expertise when you listen to his lecture. And as I said, the same what I said to Ralph, I will say now to Jafar. Jafar, I wanted you, dear Professor Jafar, but we know each other for many, many years, and you allowed me to call you Jafar. Actually, you insisted, and I was so not comfortable by saying Jafar. I always wrote Professor Jafar. And he said, stop calling me Professor. You are Professor as well, so call me Jafar. So, Jafar, I wanted you so much to be part of ITA's trip for so many, many years. I was flattering all the time, but he didn't care. Like many others, that's why I'm not married, as you see. So I tried, and he said he was always so busy because he is the person, the name you heard in the past when you were studying and you read articles in Annals of Tourism Research. This is the founding editor of Annals of Tourism Research. Books in the field of tourism, social science, tourism series. He's also this. And he founded the International Academy for the Study of Tourism. So he deserves all my devotion. And then, after flattering so many times, you know, because I'm a persistent woman, he could not resist. And then he said on the 10th ITAS, yes, I'm coming. And I was so proud and so happy because he was there for the anniversary, 10th anniversary of ITAS. And then I thought, okay, my mission finished. And after he returned back, he sent me an email and told me, Nevenka, I would love to repeat this experience. Thank you for the words, Jafar, because they meant so much to me. And I said to him, Jafar, I have a problem. I don't have resources. My budget is very low. What can I do? I want to have you, but I don't know how to arrange it. And when he said that he would swim from the United States to come to be part of the program, I said I would meet him halfway. So he is here. Thank you, Jafar. But you all know that the program cannot be run just by me. I'm just a little puzzle in the whole picture. So I have somebody at my home university who really supports me a lot. I have right and left hand, and I have right and left leg, and I can say all my right and left and from the front and behind, covering my back and everything, because you know sometimes you have to have somebody who covers your back as well. And there he is, Assistant Professor Antonio Vlahov. I have some other great assistants who could not be part of the program this time. They helped a lot, but are not with us. We'll join back in the future, but this year Antonio has really done a tremendous job. And even the poster that you see on of our program, you saw it on the boats. It's his creation. So thank you, Antonio. I want to say thank you, because he won't get any money for that, so at least he can get a huge applause. But then, person who I left to be mentioned at the end is the person that deserves to be mentioned at the end, because she is not just my right, left, whatever. She's part of my brain. She is my dear colleague and friend, Vera Karnaisky-Hershey. She helps me to correct my bad English. She is like a godmother, you know, helping all the time. And now, I would need to ask you for help. Everybody was helping me at the university, but I need now your help. Can I count on your help? Yes. Oh. I don't think so. Can I count on your help? Yes. That's what I need.
This is our Sholta. We appreciate it and we want it to be good. And we want to be good hosts, and we want that our Sholta stays good and nice and not spoiled. That's the idea of the name of our Sholta. You can see this owl. It's called Chuvika here, because it is a very special small owl. It has the symbols. This one is wise, of course, but it's also smiling like Mona Lisa, because smile is very important in tourism. So we made our owl smiling, and the symbols are also the key to your hearts, the key to your houses here. And we exist only 2 years, less than 2 years, but we have achieved a lot because we believe in what we are doing. Make the atmosphere of this island. People are important here because you meet people, and through people you meet the destination, you get impression of the destination. And let's start with something that's not very specific of Sholta. You might ask yourself, what is this here doing on Sholta? And where is the owner, the owners of that will present what it is about, please.
Okay, so this is my father's farm, but my English is a little bit better. We started this farm approximately 16 years ago, all with our own funds, so it's a slow-growing project. We have ostriches right now, a farm, and we plan to get donkeys, chickens, goats, domestic animals. We opened a small family restaurant where we offer the products from our own farm, everything from our own garden. We have fresh ostrich eggs. This is a full one, fresh one, and all you see here are the empty ones. And we also make souvenirs, all from our own production, from our own farm. So that's it.
I'll present represent our Visco. I won't say the painter, but so many other things he does that I cannot even count for. So here he's presenting his, he'll tell you for a few words about his painting career here. He is a Renaissance artist, and let us hear what he does on Sholta. This is a representation, but he is willing to sell some of the art if you wish.
A teacher of the Croatian language, and she says she loves Croatian too much to learn other languages. And so she's also into old scriptures, alphabet styles like the Glagolitic. Her main area of interest is the Glagolitic letters.
Na studena skarja pojde, na studena skarja pojde, žela vode hoću piti. Ja ugledam tebe, draga, ja ugledam tebe, draga, ja ugledam tebe, draga, lipu glavnom golubicu. Vode ćeš mi natočiti, vode ćeš mi natočiti, vode ćeš mi natočiti, pa ću tebe poljubiti. I rumeno lice tvoje, i rumeno lice tvoje, i rumeno lice tvoje, svega ću ga
Ani